If you feel like money controls your life instead of the other way around, this video is for you. These 6 minimalist money rules will help you spend less, save more, and finally take control of your financial future. Let's get into it. Rule number 1. Own less, gain more. Minimalists believe that the less you own, the more freedom you have. Every item you buy isn't just a cost up front. It's a cost of maintenance, storage, and even mental space. Think about it. How much of your paycheck goes toward things you rarely use? Clothes that sit in the closet, gadgets collecting dust, or random subscriptions you forgot about? Cutting these out doesn't just save money. It frees your mind and gives you control over your spending. Before buying anything, ask yourself, will this actually improve my life, or is it just adding clutter? If it's not a hard yes, it's a no. And here's the best part. When you buy less, you can afford better quality. Would you rather own 5 cheap pairs of shoes that wear out fast or 1 high-quality pair that lasts for years? But here's where most people go wrong when trying to cut back. They make one critical mistake that ends up costing them even more. We'll get to that in rule number 3. Rule number 2. Buy time, not things. Minimalists understand that money isn't just for buying stuff, it's for buying time. And time is the most valuable asset you'll ever have. Imagine you make $20 an hour and you buy a $200 gadget. That's 10 hours of your life spent working for that one item. Was it worth it? Instead of chasing the latest trends, minimalists spend money on things that actually improve their lives, experiences, health, and freedom. That could mean paying for a gym membership, outsourcing chores to free up time, or even investing in skills that increase earning potential. The key question is, does this expense give me more time or take it away? And speaking of time, the next rule is a game changer for anyone who wants to retire early. Rule number 3, the 72-hour rule for spending. Impulse buying is one of the biggest money traps. That's why minimalists follow the 72-hour rule. If you want to buy something that isn't essential, wait 72 hours. This cooling off period forces you to think rationally instead of emotionally. Most of the time, you'll realize you didn't actually need the item. You just wanted the quick dopamine hit of spending. Here's an even smarter twist. Instead of focusing on what you can't buy, focus on what you're saving towards instead. Picture the vacation, the debt-free life, or the investment that will grow over time. And if you think that's powerful, wait until you hear about rule number 5. It's the secret to never feeling guilty about spending money again. Rule number 4, automate and forget. Minimalists don't waste time micromanaging their money. They automate it. That means setting up automatic transfers for savings, investments, and bills so you never have to think about it. When your money is automatically working for you, you remove the temptation to spend it. Here's how you do it. Set up a separate savings account and have a portion of your paycheck deposited automatically. Automate retirement contributions so your future self is taken care of. Pay fixed expenses on autopilot so you never miss a due date. When your financial system runs without you constantly managing it, you're free to focus on what really matters. But what about spending? Should you automate that too? That brings us to rule number 5. Rule number 5, guilt-free spending on what you love. Here's the truth. Being a minimalist doesn't mean being cheap. It means spending intentionally. Instead of cutting out everything, minimalists focus on spending generously on what they love and cutting ruthlessly on what they don't. For example, if you love travel, go all in on that, but cut out mindless shopping. If you're a foodie, enjoy great meals, but skip expensive coffee runs every day. The key is to create a budget that aligns with your values, not just one that restricts you. When you do this, every dollar you spend feels good because it's aligned with what truly matters. And speaking of feeling good, the last rule is the secret to long-term financial success. Most people ignore it, and it costs them big time. Rule number 6, invest in financial independence. Minimalists don't just save money, they make money work for them. The goal? Financial independence. That means having enough investments, passive income, or savings that you don't have to work just to pay bills. Here's how they do it. Invest in index funds. Instead of stock picking, they let the market grow their wealth over time. Start side hustles. They create additional income streams that align with their minimalist values. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Even as they earn more, they don't increase their spending. Instead, they invest the difference. The real power of this rule is that it gives you choices. whether that's retiring early, traveling the world, or just working on your own terms. The question is, how long are you willing to work for money before making it work for you? Now, I want to hear from you. What's one money rule you swear by? Drop it in the comments below. And if you're serious about transforming your finances, check out my other videos, where I break down even more strategies to build wealth while keeping life simple. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on more wealth building tips. I'll see you in the next one.